Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more back with another video, and today we are going to look at Bit.country and perform a DYOR risk evaluation. And just so you know, Bit.country is one of the first projects we are going to be adding to our 12.5K to 600K challenge, a new portfolio which just launched. Let's dive in. If you're new guys, thank you very much for dropping by. Before you leave, please don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. We are dishing some proper alpha here and showing you how we are playing our investment strategy within the crypto. If you are new to crypto, you must be aware that risk management is quite important. You need to take risk management very carefully. Before you jump into any project, you need to perform a risk evaluation. Hence our various portfolios that we are trying to showcase how to perform a basic risk assessment. Again guys, this is not financial advice. These are just my own opinions and how I prepare as well as jump into these markets as and when I do. And some of the projects I'll be sharing with you, some of them I do hold them in my private portfolio, but others I do not hold them in my private portfolio. I only hold them in my public portfolio that I do share with you guys from time to time. Also, if you are a returning viewer and you are subscribed, thank you very much guys. You are keeping the channel going. Where we are today is down to you guys, so thank you very much, and I do appreciate every single one of you. So what is Bit.country, or using its full name, Bit.country Metaverse Network? Well, Metaverse Network is a multi-metaverse blockchain protocol that provides scalable infrastructure for metaverses and dApps to build upon. Bit.country is the first decentralized application to be built on Metaverse.network blockchain. Bit.country is the platform for user-created metaverses. Everyone and anyone can launch a metaverse without any technical skills. And your metaverse is your own new brand identity, campaign portal, and community hub. Community owners, influencers, and key opinion leaders, as well as individuals, can launch their own metaverses for their members, for their fans, followers, families, and friends. All you need to launch a metaverse is at least one land block plus NEAR token to pay a small gas fee. In your metaverse, you will have your own name, map, subdividable land blocks, an economy, styles, stories, and your own sky in the 3D world, which you and your members genuinely own. So what is Bit.country's value proposition? Well, it supports WebAssembly or WASM. It supports Ethereum-compatible smart contracts for developers to build decentralized apps and games to run on the network. It also offers a mode for branding. This is a new model for branding, as well as facilitating community building for community owners, influencers, and key opinion leaders, or KOLs, and their fans, followers. Its cross-chain interoperability enables the transfer of digital assets. You should know that cross-chain interoperability is designed within the protocol, as Bit.country Metaverse.network is built on Kusama network. Polkadot is Canary network. And now on to the benefits of using Bit.country and Metaverse network. Well, there is the benefit of multi-metaverses owned and created by the users. You can build bespoke blockchain for metaverses, or the protocol combines both voxel systems and polygon system for 3D world. Everything runs in the browser and the loading speed is optimized. There is seamless on-chain governance at both network and metaverse level. So there is governance at network level as well as metaverse. So within your metaverse, you can also introduce governance if you so wish. There is a unique economic model that supports both the network and individual metaverses. You can also build to earn communities. So you can see it's quite loaded. Use cases. The ticker symbol for the Bit.country token is NEAR, N-E-E-R. Utilities of the NEAR token are as follows. You got staking for materials, which you can earn BIT, B-I-T, which is another in-game token, and also to ensure a healthy platform. You can trade on the marketplace. The NEAR token is also the universal currency for purchasing resources, for example, land blocks. You can also use your NEAR token to buy advertising tokens or to advertise your metaverse as well as promote any products. The NEAR token is also used to settle transaction fees or gas fees for transactions. You can also use the NEAR token for purchasing virtual or decentralized applications from the store. The NEAR token is what is used in voting within the governance protocol or the governance process. You can also mint NFTs using the NEAR token. So you can see the NEAR tokens utilities, there are quite a lot. It's a bucket load, as we will say. Infrastructural use cases include building your own new brand identity. You can build your own campaign portal as well as building your own community hub. Bit.country infrastructure supports WebAssembly, and the Metaverse.network blockchain is designed to be EVM compatible. It's compatible with Ethereum smart contracts. And finally, you can also build decentralized applications and games to run on the network. Now on to tokenomics. Ticker symbol NEAR, NEER, maximum supply 100 million. Circulating supply 23.26 million, which is 23.26%. At token distribution, the community crowd loan was allocated 15.6% or 15.6 million NEAR tokens. Early backers were allocated 17.51% or 17.51 million NEAR tokens. Ecosystem reserves 5% or 5 million NEAR tokens. Future investors have been reserved 5% or 5 million NEAR tokens. Then general reserves for the ecosystem 8% or 8 million NEAR tokens. Marketing reserves is 5% or 5 million NEAR tokens. The founding group or founding team was allocated 20% or 20 million NEAR tokens. Treasury reserves 22% or 22 million NEAR tokens. Here at Search5.tv, when we're performing these DYOR risk evaluation activities like we are doing today for Bit.Country and this NEAR token, we also consider insider token allocation and insider token control as something that is crucial to the progress of the project, as well as how the public or the general investors are treated. Because when insiders control a certain percentage of the tokens, if it's too high, there is an element of abuse where insiders are offloading all their holdings, applying unnecessary pressure or excessive pressure to the price of the token that power their project. So in the case of Bit.Country, the insider token allocation is made up of treasury reserves, which is 22%, founding group 20%, marketing budget 5%, general reserves 8%, future investors 5%, ecosystem reserves 5%, and early backers 17.51%, which is majority. It's a lion's share of all the NEAR tokens available. Insiders control the equivalent of 82.49%, which is a lot. That is huge. It's up there with some of the worst economics we've ever come across. So that 82.49% is equivalent to 82.49 million. Mind you, this project has got a hard cap of 100 million. So the team or the insiders control the majority of the NEAR tokens here, which does not always bode well for the general public and retail investors. Okay, we'll find out what score we allocate to the NEAR token and the insider control when we get on to the DYOR risk evaluation results. Now on to the project team. There are 26 project team members according to LinkedIn information. Social media presence via Twitter, there are 134,800 Twitter followers. Discord, 84,200 Discord members. Now, we are going to be reviewing the trilemma elements, which are decentralization, security, and scalability. Those three trilemma elements also combine with the maximum 13 elements that we review when we are performing our DYOR risk evaluation. This risk evaluation then allows us to assess a project's potential and whether it is too high a risk for us to jump into and invest our hard-earned cash or resources. So on decentralization, anyone can create a metaverse on Bit.Country as a parachain on Kusama network, which Kusama itself is decentralized to an extent. So Bit.Country is a parachain on Kusama network, which is itself decentralized. As a community-owned, decentralized, multi-metaverse platform, Bit.Country requires sophisticated governance protocols, allowing it to develop gracefully in the best interest of the stakeholders. This governance mechanism is inspired by Polkadot's governance, and the protocols are built using the Substrate network, which is one of the credible blockchain building blocks, the Substrate. Onto security. As with other Kusama parachains, Bit.Country benefits from the pooled security provided by the vast amounts of KSM or Kusama coins, which is KSM, the ticker symbol for Kusama coins, staked by various parachains to secure their parachain slots as well as secure the network. In addition, the Kusama consensus layer runs on the relay chain, which is separated from the transacting layer. The Metaverse.network's underlying code was also audited by Slow Mist, which is an auditing company, and the results all came back positive. On scaling, the blockchain itself does scale, but the number of Metaverse land blocks is limited. There are approximately 100,000 land blocks. Future supply or inflation will be determined by the governance of the General Council, so that means the maximum can also be altered if and when the governance process chooses to do so. Land block allocation, you got 10% allocated to private investors, 10% to ecosystem growth, the public NFT sales 7%, and the treasury is holding on to 73%. These will be released periodically through auctions and grants. So you can actually see that the theme of insiders controlling a lion's share of the ETH land blocks or the NEAR token, it extends to the NFTs themselves, that is the land blocks. The insiders, they hold quite a lot, so they are going to make the most of this. I don't think when projects are behaving like this, I don't think it bodes well for their community. If you're trying to build a community and this kind of information comes out into the open, it just shows that the project might, I'm not saying it's the case here, but this might just indicate that the project are in this just for their own benefits and less so for the wider investing public. Again, those are just my own opinions, guys. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. If you do not agree with some of the information I'm sharing with you here today or some of my opinions, I do urge you to comment down below and let me know where you think we're making an error or a mistake. Please comment down below to offer us what you believe to be accurate. I have an open mind, and the team behind some of this research, they've got an open mind. Okay. As far as interoperability is concerned, the Metaverse.network blockchain supports Ethereum compatible smart contracts, and developers can deploy existing decentralized applications or build new ones. The network's cross-chain interoperability capabilities enables the transfer of digital assets in the form of both tokens and NFTs. Now, on to some DYOR risk evaluation. So as part of our DYOR risk evaluation, we do assess the viability of a project through 13 elements that are carefully picked and selected as a result of at least 2 years of experience within this space to see which elements are critical or crucial to a project's success, as well as those that are not. The 13 elements are as follows. You got decentralization, how decentralized is the network; on security, how secure is the network as well as the blockchain; scalability, does the project scale across its own boundaries; you got interoperability, does the project work across its own boundaries; scaling, does the project suffer in terms of high traffic; and then you go on to project team, how many project team members are they; can the project achieve its objectives through the team members currently on its books. Then we go on to social media presence via Twitter as well as social media via Discord. How old is the project when we consider the age of the project? We then look at the use cases where we consider the token utility or coin utility. This is the token that powers the network or the blockchain, as well as infrastructure use cases. Does the infrastructure or being offered by the project team or the products, do they have any real world use cases? We consider that as well. Then we look at tokens issued at project launch as well as tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video. We then move on to maximum tokens available before we finally end it with insider token allocation, which we touched briefly. So here are the scores we allocated to Bit.Country and its near token. On decentralization, 5 points out of 10. On security, 5 points out of 10. On scaling, 5 points out of 10. On interoperability, 10 points out of 10. On project team, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Discord, 7.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 2.5 points out of 10 because the project is relatively new. Use cases, 7.5 points out of 10. This is a combined score. Tokens issued at project launch, 5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video, 5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available, 7.5 points out of 10. And then we finally end it with the controversial insider token allocation, where we found that the over 80% that the insiders for the Bit.Country project control over 80%. We think is too high. Our minimum threshold is 25%, maximum 30%. Anything beyond that, we do not take it lightly because we think it's going to exert a lot of selling pressure to the network or the protocol's native token or coin. Therefore, we are going to give them 0 points out of 10. So now that we've got the scores, we then have to aggregate the scores to come up with a total, and then we place the total in any of the 4 following categories as far as risk is concerned. Mind you, all this exercise is about risk management. We've got 4 different risk categories. The risk categories are as follows. We go to what we consider the no-go category, where a project must score between 0 to 64 out of 130. The next level up, we call it, could go to 0 category, and the project must score between 65 to 89 out of 130. The next level up is the potential category, and the projects must score between 90 to 109 out of 130. And then the ultimate level, where the risk is negligible, which is the go for it category. For a project to be classified under this category, a project must score between 109 and 130. Go for it. So, first of all, do you agree with the scores we allocated to Bit.Country and its near token? Comment down below, guys, and let us know. As far as you are concerned, the aggregate score for Bit.Country came up to 75 points out of 130, which is quite decent because this means Bit.Country is in good company with the likes of Ethereum, Cosmos, Avalanche, and many others. Do you guys agree with our scores that we've just allocated to Bit.Country? Comment down below again and let us know. Would you have issued different scores here? If so, which areas do you think will have issued different scores? Could be higher or lower. That's up to you. The whole idea here is not to be generous. You got to be objective. We are trying to be as objective objective as possible here, hence the scores that we are giving to different projects here. So 75 points out of 130, which puts Bit.Country within the could go to 0 category. That is our score for Bit.Country, and as already been highlighted in a separate video, we have opened a position in Bit.Country because we think it's a project with a future, despite the insider token allocation, which I think is diabolical. I think this is not a good example for any new projects in the future. The public or the investors, especially the retail, one day they will wise up to this, and then this project will end up having to give their tokens away for no reason. It's all in the tokenomics. The success of a project, it's written within those tokenomics. This is why some projects end up coming up with artificial banning mechanism, because the tokenomics were inadequate or were found wanting in the first place. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Are you going to invest in Bit.Country? Are you invested? As far as I'm concerned, we have opened this public position in Bit.Country as part of our 12.5K to 600K challenge, which is a new portfolio we've just opened. For clarity and transparency, I should also state that I do hold the NEAR token as part of my private portfolio. I did participate in the Parachain slot auction, so I do hold some in the private portfolio. Any comments, guys? Let us know. Do you think Bit.Country has got as much promise as it is showing, or is just pure hype? Comment down below, guys, and let us know. If you built a metaverse on the Bit.Country, please do share with us. You could share with us here, or you could come over to Twitter, where we do share some of our time-sensitive updates. I'll leave our Twitter handle right here on the screen. Until next time, guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv signing out for now. Bye.